Hello and welcome, I'm Thomas Porteous and you're watching NewsX World. Let's take a look at some of the top stories. Military chiefs of India and Pakistan will meet today to discuss next steps after a ceasefire ends the worst fighting in decades. The border remains calm after a peaceful night, though some schools stay closed as a precaution. In a major breakthrough, the US and China agree to cut tariffs by 115% for 90 days, starting on Wednesday. US tariffs on Chinese imports dropped to 30%, while China slashes its rates to 10% after high-stakes talks in Geneva. Ukrainian President Zelensky says he'll personally meet Vladimir Putin in Istanbul on Thursday, just hours after Donald Trump urged Kiev to accept Russia's offer of direct talks. Zelensky calls for a ceasefire to begin on Monday as Western leaders back a 30-day pause to lay ground for peace. Netanyahu says Israel has only agreed to a safe corridor for the release of hostage Eden Alexander, not a ceasefire or prisoner deal. Meanwhile, Gaza officials say an Israeli airstrike on a school sheltering displaced people killed at least 10, including women and children. 68 million Filipinos held to the polls today in midterms seen as a showdown between Marcos and Duterte camps, with control of the Senate key to a possible impeachment of Vice President Sara Duterte. Voters are also choosing lawmakers, governors, mayors and city councillors, with results expected late tonight. President Donald Trump says he will sign an executive order to cut prescription drug prices to match levels paid in other rich nations. The order will enforce most favored nation pricing, slashing costs by up to 80%. Myanmar's shadow government says a Junta airstrike killed at least 17 students and injured 20 others at a school in opposition-held Depayin. The attack comes despite a ceasefire in place after the March 28th earthquake near the Saigon region. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer vows to cut migration, promising a raise residency requirement to 10 years and limit care worker recruitment. English tests will be tougher, but care sector leaders warn the plan could cause a staffing crisis.